Yeah, I think we already here live. Let's go ahead. Yo, David.
Yeah.
I think it's that time of week again.
Oh yeah. Here we are once again. Breaking news. Breaking news. Uh we're no longer allowed to play the Architect song. If you were looking forward to hearing the Architect song, you will no longer hear the Architect song here at Friday Night Live, broadcast on the Hip Hop Citizen Network.
You
We
heard it first.
we have been accosted by the beat owners, which whoa.
Oh yeah. I think that's our lovely co-host Dior's joining us live from the club.
Oh really?
All right, Dior, we're gonna put you on mute until we get you in a good spot.
And so the Architect song is no longer able to be played because of copyright infringements. We have been sent the cease and desist letter from what record company?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. So you guys out there now that's going to make the beat to replace the Architect song, it's very paramount that you do not use any copywritten material. Any material that is associated with any record label, record company, record group, whatever you want to call it, we cannot play here on Hip Hop Citizen. I'm sorry, peace and love, but we will not be playing any music that has copywritten material.
And not only that, David, I was just thinking, to be honest with you, anybody who actually published their music is technically copyright. That's the way the algorithms are being written these days. It's kind of like if you publish it first, no one else could do it. I mean, because, we've had artists on our actual show who've actually given us permission, but they don't have the rights to play their own music.
I don't understand that. That is
well, yeah. I mean, it happens. Remember UG of the Cellar Dwellers when he was on the show.
Where are the comments? Where are the people at? Where are they? They're missing this special announcement. This is a PSA, public service announcement. All those making music to be played on the show has to have the copyright to play it. We do not play music that's going to get us banned, or what is the word you use?
Anything that's going to pocket check it.
We do not want to be flagged. Understand this, people. I'm not saying it for my health. I'm saying this so that you don't waste your time and we don't waste ours.
And what we've also been trying to do, Dave, is we're working with some independent producers out there, and that may be you. If you have independent music, you produce music, hey man, holla at us, and say a live stream at hiphopcitizen.com, and maybe we'll be interested in purchasing your music. But you know what, Dave? I made an offer to someone recently, a similar deal. He comes to me, he says, well, and he's very proud of his music. He's like, yeah, for $300, so I give you a track, and it had a really good 20-second intro, but after that, it was nothing that we could do with it. And so instead, I offered him a deal where I would give him probably $100 in perpetuity, so long as he gave me access to his catalog so I can choose which ones we use, and then I would pay him a premium based on the one selected. And he thought that I was trying to rip him off. Would you have taken a deal, Dave?
Oh, that was over my head. Listen, I'm not playing any copywritten material here on the Friday Night Live show any longer. Listen, I say this because I'm going to have to rap now our opening song. So give me one of those beats that you just paid $1 million for, and let's go. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to spit some bars tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like you were pressing me about this copyright music.
Go ahead, Dior. Sorry again.
Dave, were you talking to me?
When? Yes. I'm not going to play any copywritten material. So if you're going to sing again on the show, it's got to be your own songs.
Well, I was thinking Dior is in a nice acoustic area. Maybe you want to sing for us, Dior. Why don't you give us some original composition?
Yes, please.
You don't have to. It was kind of a joke. I didn't even put you on the spot. But if you was going to, let everyone out there throw your emojis up. We see you out there, Hip Hop City. Where are you checking in from? Sign off. You know what I'm saying? Give a big shout out.
Ain't nobody listening to us. They still listening to the Pro Quo show. We would have had 5 to 10 goddamn people comments already. You think I'm stupid? I'm over here. It's an exhibition. That's all it is right now.
Well, I did have a kind of a new intro, that I was working on. I don't know. You guys want to try it? Want to listen to it? It's kind of original.
I don't want Dior to sing where there's no one to hear it. Please. She's going to waste her talent.
All right. Well, look. How about this? We're 5 minutes in. Here's our Hip Hop Citizen intro in works. Let's check it out. It's only about like 10 seconds. Let's go.
You're about to witness more. You're about to witness.
And so, still kind of working off the rough edges there. So, I'm not.
You know what I think? You know what I think that intro is missing?
No, please.
You're singing.
Don't tell us.
No singing. Like our pictures. I mean, we're the face of this beautiful brand. So why not show our beautiful faces? Like
Dior.
We shouldn't.
I thought you were going to hit the nail on the head, but in reality, who is that's speaking on that track?
What are you talking about?
In the intro, there is some speaking going on. Who is that?
It's nobody that I know.
Yeah, unfamiliar with the hip hop culture as you are. It sounds familiar to me. Replay it. Let's play it again since we're already going to be flagged. Right. Flag it again.
Oh, you think so? I know you're talking, but it's the most sampled in hip hop.
You're about to witness more. You're about to witness.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't have the slightest idea. I don't even know who that is.
Shout out to the BX King, straight from Europe. The way of London.
Lottie Dottie.
Oh, him.
Forget it. Dior, please. No one's listening. So no one even knows that you didn't even know that. And no one knows that Don Juan has done set us up to be flagged already. I might as well just turn the camera off and pack up this shit because this show will not be re-aired anywhere.
No, wait a minute. We got the rights of a re-edit, so what I'm saying, we can always cut that out.
Okay. So we're still working on a theme song out there to Nowhere Land. The Nobody Audience. If you see this and 2030 when we're all dead from some sort of virus that breaks out and kill us all, and somebody in a what do they call a time capsule? Just know we're not playing any songs with copyrighted material here on Friday Night Live ever again.
Hey, if you think we got flagged, Dave, then we might as well just go ahead and play it one more time, the outro for Friday Night Live, man. Just say farewell to it.
Fuck it, we might as well play it all night long. Shit.
Well.
It's a motherfucking hit now, nigga. Let's go.
Hey, man, for the last time, we're going to retire this, man. Here's Architect 7, man. Shout out to you, Architect 7, man. We appreciate you putting that out there, man.
Architect 7, we here. We riding out with you.
Yeah, here we go, man. One more time, man. One time for Friday Night Live. Architect 7. HipHopCitizen.
Architect 7, baby. HipHopCitizen. Let's go. I cook it up. Through the beat, set fire to loose leaf, pursue beats, 2 feet, cock the hammer to 2 piece, put you to sleep. Man, y'all cats better wake up and full it's over running this game, rocking that makeup, it's horrifying that. We glorifying rats, they taking aim at the culture. I hit the floor and fire back, I won't aim twice, my aim nice. I grew up in the system that dissed the man and they tricking with game dice. Snake eyes, they lies in plain sight. They bad with a bad man, them bastards ain't right. Snuffing our youth before they produce and take flight. Ain't nothing left to do except fight. Unify, collaborate, we worth more than the average rate. We waiting for judges for getting raped by the magistrate. Profit from prison, they trying to stop us from living. You watch CNN and Fox, you can't rock with the vision. That's a plot for division, landmine for mankind. Style cop, style, y'all be controlling your damn mind. And seeing ain't believing, yo, fuck it, my man fine. Then stand blind. But yo, I'ma keep it moving. There's too much room for improvement, supporting the movement. I breathe life while y'all abuse it. This is 99% for the culture, 1 for the music. Y'all talk a good grip, but don't do shit. Yeah, A7, HipHopCitizen. Check us out for the culture.
There he is, man. There it is, man. Architect 7, man. Big shout out to Architect 7, Dave.
Yeah, what can Warner Brother do to us?
yeah, Warner Brothers, give us a deal.
and then take it back. That'll be the only thing that hurt me, Daddy.
right on. Yeah. So all right, Dave, man, we're about a quarter in here. Let's see, anybody out there, anybody calling in? It does seem kind of anemic, doesn't it?
I'm telling you, that Pro Quo show, is it still on?
I don't know, man, but you know what it is? It could be the fact that we've been getting flagged for playing that music, and so they limit our reach whenever we violate, the rules of Zucker World. So that's probably what's going on. So limited views. So we play music.
What do you mean? You still able to broadcast from Dallas? I'm still able to broadcast from New York. So Brooklyn.
But that's true.
Where would they enter us?
So what I'm saying is that what they do is initially, if you're a clean show, they open up the floodgates. Anybody can see your show. But when you start doing flags, they narrow that view.
Well, they can narrow it to those that already like our program and is following us, correct?
Well, that's true. If you're one of the 100,000 who are following us, or more importantly, the 45 or so who have subscribed, you get that instant notification bell. And that's a good point, Dave. If you're following us on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever you are, don't forget to hit that ring. Don't forget to hit and ring that notification bell and subscribe and follow button.
Yo, straight up, don't forget, holla at my mans in them down there at Fortune 1000. Okay, Fortune 1000 Music Group. You can reach them at F1000MG over there at the Instagram and get your Delgado gear, like father, like son. We had them earlier this year on the program. We still representing. The album's coming out in fall. Check it out. I got my swag. I got a sweatshirt.
Yes.
Fit, beautiful. I got a hat. The Delgados. Yes. You can see the New York skyline is prominent there. Check it out. Go over there and holler at my man and get your swag on. You know what? I'm gonna do that advertisement again. Motherfucker out there can see it now.
Yeah. And that's it. That's it. Well, that's how we do it. If you're new to the Friday Night Live show, that's kind of what we do here. We kind of like get a rise out of you, if you will. And speaking of getting a rise, go ahead and throw your emojis up. So you don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the guy.
If there's somebody out there, just put a letter and just enter it. If there's anyone out there listening, please.
Yeah, this might be a good opportunity to give away some money, Dave. See if anyone's out there listening. If anyone's paying attention.
Like Will Smith and Legend. If there's anyone listening, please.
Yeah.
So, I broadcast here every Friday from 11 to 1 a.m. Please.
You know what? I think I know what they want, Dave. I think they're waiting on. I think they're waiting on us to get into the Friday Night Live hip hop anniversary, shall we? Maybe let's get it.
I'm about to get fired like Mal and Rory, boy. I'm telling you.
Well, we're going to talk about that. We got to talk about the Joe Budden. Yeah.
Down over here. I'm going to fire some people.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about the Joe Buddens. So we got to talk about that. It's very relevant. I can't wait to get your opinion on this one, Dave. Coming right up after hip hop anniversaries. And I also want to get your opinions on the $130 billion divorce. I know you said, you don't want a pocket check. But this is a serious divorce, my man. So I think it's worth talking. And don't forget Jay-Z. Jay-Z being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think that's a phenomenal thing to talk about as well.
Don't disrespect my main man, LL, who's getting his honor.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about some of the other the follow-ups, and the runner-ups as well. And you know what's coming back into the news is the Yeezy thing. We talk about this all the time. The Yeezy shoes, the valuation is bananas. But get this, we talked about the trademark with the Yeezy trademark, Walmart, and we know that Walmart was going after Yeezys, but the experts are saying slow down because it appears that Walmart might be the aggressor here. Walmart sees a real threat in Yeezys. I mean, and there are experts who are saying that Walmart be the aggressor here and it may be up for a losing battle against Yeezy in this trademark. So all those things coming up. Let's go ahead and get into the anniversary, shall we? Or did you have anything else, Dave?
That sounds good to me. I mean, I'm listening to how you do this show. I'm the only one listening to you, dog. Let's go.
All right, yeah. If you're out there, this is a good opportunity to go ahead and give us a shout out. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you watching us from? Shout out, throw an emoji up, hit the like button, ring a bell or something. Let us know you're there. We'll be right back after 20 seconds. Hip Hop Anniversary is brought to you by Friday Night Live here at Hip Hop Citizen. If you're joining us from YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. If you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to throw up that thumbs up, hit that like button. Hip Hop Anniversary is brought to you by HipHopCitizen.com and Top 10 I. Hip Hop Anniversary is up next. Yeah. Dave Simon.
We motherfucking button today, Daddy. We are button around the bases today. There ain't no home runs, ain't no singles, ain't a double or triple. We button.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I almost forgot that. We gotta get our anniversary set up there. All right, Dave. You know how we do. Hip hop anniversaries, everyone. Everyone's still there. I seen some people checking in. We see you checking in. We don't understand why you guys are shy. I don't know. I might start calling people's names out, Dave, because I see them checking in. But
they're not on my comment board.
Yeah. Hold on here. We're gonna start calling out some names. Let me go to the right one.
Is it me or is there an echo? There's some sort of echo, right? Okay, there you go. Thank you.
It might be me. I turned my my echoes up a little bit just because I want to make sure I can hear myself.
Nah, right out, Daddy. It's your show.
Oh no, it's your show. Touche, brother. I'm just gonna get the comments right because I'm gonna see where all these people
You
are.
ain't put this goddamn train wreck on my hands.
All right, fine. Let's get into it. But I'm gonna start calling out some names because we got the back end here. We can see them checking in, but we may have been flagged earlier. To be honest with you,
I try to tell you, you playing Slick Rick, the King of the Bronx, on the show, and you ain't get Slick permission. The ruler don't play that shit.
Yeah, you may be right there, Dave. But we're gonna have a good time anyway. Let me see here. You're right. I don't see nobody out there, dude. There's nobody checking in. Wait. I see Charles Woodridge. What's up, Charles? Give us a shout out, Charles. I mean, we see you out there on the check-in. Big shout out to Charles.
You don't have to check in.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as you there hanging out at the gate, you can listen.
Yeah, Charles.
Regulars.
All right, Charles, this is how we do hip hop anniversaries. We're gonna talk about the De La Soul. All right, Dave. This is the second album from De La Soul. De La Soul is dead. I remember this one. This one goes back to 1991. Of course, produced by DJ Prince Paul, who also produced their first album, 3 Feet and Rising.
One of my favorite albums, 3 Feet and Rising.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But I took a stroll back on memory lane, because this is what was a unique album. Source Magazine, remember them? Well, this was the first album that Source Magazine gave 5 mics to. So this was definitely a groundbreaking album for De La Soul. But when I was listening back to it, it was actually more known, not necessarily for the songs on it. Although some of my favorite songs on this was talking about Hey Love, and and of course that Saturday, the roller skating music. But Source gave it 5 mics, but it was mostly known for the skits in between the music. I mean, this is an album that was heavily laced with all sorts of skits in it. And Source Magazine selected it as one of the best 100 albums of their catalog since they were in stream.
What year did this come out?
1991. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Now, yeah. So 1991. And some people will say that's the prime of hip hop, but I had to do my research and remember I was thinking to myself, what else was going on around this time of year in 1991? What other hip hop songs? And Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory was popping around that time. You also had Main Source, Breaking Atoms came out around that same year.
What happened there?
I think that was Pro called in. He probably went into the wrong studio.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Pro. You know, we're gonna talk about Pro in a minute. They finished, finalized that nice video they had coming up. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. And in 1991, also, this album was up against Black Sheep, a Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, which was also a mega hit. So up against a lot of classic stars back then in 1991. De La Soul was dead.
Hey, let me tell you, De La Soul was the popular trio group, even though Maceo didn't. Wait, was it Maceo? Yeah, Maceo doesn't.
Maceo.
That's the DJ. He doesn't rap. So they were like a Tribe Called Quest, and I think it was about 92 or 93, whichever one. Hot Sex on platter.
Yo, shout out to Q Ricks. Shout out to Q Ricks. I'm shouting you out when you check in. I'm gonna call you out. Shout out to Q Ricks. Where you checking in from? Q Ricks, CUERIKS. I don't know how you say that, but yeah. I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. But I'm gonna catch him when I see him.
Shout him out. Let him know we love him.
Yeah.
That Tribe Called Quest album, it set back everybody that was putting music out at that time. So if this album came out before that, I could see why it was highly acclaimed, as it were, and with the 5 mics and everything. But that world tour with Muhammad, my man, going each and every place with the mic in my hand, East Coast, West Coast, whatever album that was, I don't remember the name of the album right off that wiped out a lot of the groups.
I think that was a later album, but no doubt, definitely set the foundation. Was definitely born from their second album, De La Soul was dead. And again, you know, you might remember this album cover. This was a kind of a symbolic album cover, right? Because, you know, they were into the, you know, well, at least they were labeled the Daisies, right? Because they were considered the hip hop hippies, I believe it were. But, you know, the picture there, what you see there, it refers to the death of Daisy, DAISY, Day Die Inner Soul, y'all, is what that stands for. But it also symbolizes them distance themselves from these the cultures of hip hop, being hip hop hippies and mainstream hip hop, because, you know, back then no one wanted to be mainstream hip hop.
Right.
I think we flagged, baby.
Hip hop. Yeah. So you saying we're not broadcasting anywhere?
No, we're broadcasting, but you know what I'm saying, people are scared. You know what I'm saying. I think we just got a whole bunch of new viewers, so we're going to just rule them in. Yeah.
Okay, what I was saying back then a minute ago about the Tribe Called Quest ending groups, that's not true. I think the last real relevant group, hip-hop group, has to be Capone and Noriega. I don't think there was another group that came after them that was relevant to the extreme of popularity. But maybe I could be wrong. If you know a hip-hop group that came after Capone and Noriega, let me know, because everybody else now is solo and they did collaborations. But they maybe Neef and Emilio Sparks, maybe they were a group, but I don't remember their name. Yeah. I don't remember. Okay, yes, like I was saying, if you know a rap group that came after Capone and Noriega that was huge, let me know, because I think that was the last rap group that came out. That was popular.
Shout out to Urban Princess Belinda Patrick. Shout out to you, Urban Princess Belinda Patrick. We see you on the check-in. Go ahead and throw that emoji up. Hit the like button, share button. Give us a shout out. The link is out there too. Don't be afraid to call in. Go ahead, Dave. Sorry about that, brother. I'm gonna call him out, Dave.
I was done. I was just I'm waiting for somebody to comment, so I give them a little challenge. They can look on the computer real quick and come up with a rap group that came out that was popular after the late 90s and Capone and Noriega, which started really in 95.
Joseph Wise. What up, Joseph Wise? We see you. Go ahead and hit that heart button or that like button. Go ahead and hit that call in. The link is out there too. You can call in. It's all free as long as you pay your bills.
That's right.
All right, Dave. KMD. We're going to celebrate KMD. We're going back to that same week in May 1991, same year. KMD released their third album. What you laughing at there?
Oh my God. No, nothing. Okay, I'll be honest with you. But my first thought was, but I started laughing before I did the bit because what I was gonna do start shouting out names like you shout out names when I'm talking. I was gonna shout out names when you were talking, but then it was so fucking funny. I just started laughing before I did it.
Jonathan Armstead. Shout out to Jonathan Armstead. Go ahead, hit that button.
Shout out Jonathan.
Charles Woodbridge. Shout out to Charles Woodbridge.
Yo, you know what? Fuck that. Just saying out names. Let's shout out names all fucking night, yo. That's yo, I don't care about the universe. I want to shout out names. If you out there, we're gonna shout you out. Straight up. That's it. Shout them out. Dog.
Charles Woodbridge, Jonathan Armstead, Joseph Wise, Q Ricks. We see you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Well, why y'all being shy? Go ahead and hit that button. Call you out. Hey, we might throw out some money here too. Y'all might want to just stick around. You never know what can go on. I wonder where you calling from, Charles Woodbridge. Where you checking us in from? But KMD, the third studio album from KMD. You know who also came out of this? Who also was spawned out of this? MF Doom. You remember this?
I remember MF Doom. He was
he
passed away last year, right?
Well, yeah, he passed away, but we're going back to 1991. And, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, you're talking about this album spawned 3 singles. Peach Fuzz was like probably their biggest hit. I think Peach Fuzz peaked at number 11 on the Hot Rap songs. You might remember Brand Nubian was featured in here. They've had collabs with P Nice. We talked about Third Base last week, but P Nice also had some pretty dope features. And the album made it to number 67 on the top R&B hip hop albums in the U.S. and number 98 for the top favorite 100s in 1990. So I mean, it caught some traction. Shout out to Sharon Plummer, Sharon Gilbert. Shout out to you. Go ahead and hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Where are you viewing us from? Go ahead and shout out your town, your city, your country. We see you out there, Sharon Plummer and Sharon Gilbert. They spell it 2 different ways, Dave. I'm assuming no relation.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. We're going to call you out. Big shout out to you there. So, that KMD, shout out to KMD. The third album there.
What does KMD stand for?
KMD stands for I knew and since forgotten. I knew you would ask me that, Dave, and I've since forgotten. Does anyone remember what KMD stands for? Sharon, Charles Woodbridge, Jonathan Armstead, Joseph Wise. So anyways, Cameron, come home with me. Yo. So this was a pretty dope classic album right here. I was a big fan of Cameron, no doubt. I used to always think they looked like Big Tigger coming out of the DC area.
Well, I wouldn't come to New York if I was you.
And listen, Cameron knows he came to DC, and you know what I'm saying. And I'll just say that I don't know if he'll be driving fancy Lamborghinis around the city anymore.
What? Yo, shout out my man Cameron out there with the pink horse. I see you. Got that horsepower. You know what it is. Well,
Come Home With Me was the third studio album, obviously from Harlem, the Harlem rapper, and it was his debut under the Rockefeller album record. So this was his first record under the Rockefeller record label.
Shout out Dame Dash.
Yep. Of course, Diplomat Records was also formed later. It served as the introduction to Cameron's fronted rap groups, the Diplomats. This
Not a rap group or rap collaboration. They weren't a group. That's solo careers.
Yeah. Diplomats, DJ Clay Slade, Daz Dillinger, Tiffany, Jay-Z, McGruff, Memphis Bleak, Beanie Siegel. You may remember them all. To the date, it is his most successful record, sold over 1 million copies in the U.S., being certified, of course, by the RIA. It's 2 singles. You may remember Oh Boy, featuring Jules Santana, and Hey Ma. That joint was dope. Hey Ma, them boys was hitting it every verse on that joint.
Oh yeah, they were Hey Ma and all up and down the streets out there. Hey Ma, Hey Ma. That's what they were doing. It became a game. Hey Ma.
And how to rap, that's how the music game is. This, like I said, this is one of Cameron's biggest hits. And his follow-up album, Daydreaming, didn't really live up to the hype of Come Home With Me. So but this is definitely a dope album. And and as the music biz is that you're only good as your last numbers.
What you saying? Cameron fell off?
Nah, I'm not saying he fell off, but how the business goes, that's just kind of how the business goes. I think was it 50 Cent was talking to I think it was one of the rappers, and he actually told him that. He said, listen, the fact that you don't have any history, you're in a much better bargaining position because your sales are not based, or you're not being comped based off your sales, and you don't want to be comped off your sales. You want to your biggest negotiating power is right before you have an album drop, because then you have more bargaining power. And so a little bit side business, side hustle.
That's game, Don Juan, because as a new artist, without having expectations, we can lowball you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
As a major, we can come to you and say you don't have those things, those qualities of having sales or an expectation of sales. So what 50 was doing was kicking game.
Absolutely. And that's, I forget the artist, because he was saying that yo, 50 Cent gave him the most. He said that was $1 million worth of game.
Yes, if that man is in a position that he could tell another artist those same words.
He's a popular rapper, this rapper, and it's killing me right now. It's a mainstream artist, man. He was giving 50 Cent a shout out, but it's also a testament to how astute of a businessman 50 really is, man. It's dope, man.
They told 50 that. What's his name? Dr. Dre and Eminem, when they sat down in that office, Jimmy Iovine, they told him the same things. Like, yo, look, nobody knows who you are, so we don't have to. We can't put an expectation on your numbers. You understand? And so they probably lowball 50 Cent because nobody knew 50 was going to sell Get Rich or Die Trying like he did. Nobody seen that coming.
Shout out to Junior McCoy, David Cruz, Andrea Collins, Jay Sadiq.
I want some names to shout out too now, nigga. That's what I'm saying. They're not on the comments, so I can't shout out these names too. When you talking, motherfucker. I mean, goddamn, every time I talk, nigga, you these motherfucking names. You shout out no motherfucking names. God damn. We bunting all night, ladies and gentlemen. We bunting all night.
Wow. Test. What happened there? Was that a Zuckerberg? Did that happen? You feel that?
Well, you gotta cancel the other one because you're still circling the whirlpool up top.
Oh man, it's a day.
Drain.
What happened? What happened there? Okay, let me see what's going on here.
I got tired of you shouting out the motherfucking names when I was talking. They had to shut you down.
I thought that was you, Dave, with all the Christian talk.
I wish I had some abilities and technological powers to control you.
Wow. Nancy Lewis Ryan, welcome to the Hip Hop Citizen live stream, Friday Night Live. Big shout out to you. Don't forget to hit your emoji button. Give us a shout out. Hit the share button. Say what's up. Hit the link. Call in. All right, let me get this back in here. Where's my share screen at? That was kind of a crazy trip. I don't know what that was about, Dave.
Bottom line is, when you come into this game now, you gotta have 1 million or 2 views on your music because they're not talking to you unless you do. And then those guys show up with jury, like they trapping out there in the streets that a record deal might be beneath them. So it's all a funny game now, man. I mean, you don't know what's real and what's fake now. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah. I agree there. I agree. We do hip hop anniversaries, Dave, but we also do born days, recognizing our own in hip hop culture. And this week, we will say a big shout out to 19 born, I believe in May 1975, known as LP. LP originally a member of the company Flow, a driving force in alternative hip hop for over the past 2 decades, producing for rappers such as A$AP Rock, Mr. Lift, Cage, among others. Also the co-founder, owner, and CEO of Definitive Jukes record label, and was a member of the Weathermen. So, shout out to LP.
Shout out to LP.
Yeah. And
What
you
does
know,
he stand for?
well, I'm glad you mentioned that. He was born Jamie Melling, right? LP, now, before this is important to get out to Dave, for those who may not know, but he is also helped form the Run the Jewels group. This is Killer Mike's I guess partner, I guess you want to call it that.
Co-founder of the group.
Co-founder of the group, right. So he helped him and Killer Mike formed Run the Jewels. But you asked me a question, Dave. I lost my track of mind because Leslie Divers is checking in. What's up, Leslie? Where you checking in from? Say what's up. Throw your emojis up. Go ahead and hit the heart button, the like button.
11:36. Not one comment. And let me tell you something, Don Juan. That's a testament to how much we have fallen off here at the Friday Night Live show. And I don't know, man. Should we continue it? You don't take a horse out that's on 3 legs and make it run the Kentucky Derby, do you? I mean, it's just not right. Maybe we should kill this horse and start anew and afresh somewhere else. Let's try Thursday Night Live.
I totally agree there. We probably get more viewers on the replay. But to be honest with you, Dave, our time zone, we're broadcasting to you live from the Eastern time zones and the Central time zones late on a Friday night. And you know what? Times have changed. The country is back open. We're not close
the country.
The country's back open. I mean, everyone's partying. Our own co-host couldn't be here. Oh, Gary says I'm here. There you go, Gary. Yo,
God bless you. God bless you, Gary. You just
Gary, we're gonna start giving out money to the first person, man, who gives us a shout out. Let us know that they're checking us out, man. Gary, you might be rich watching us.
Gary, you just talked me off of the ledge, my friend.
But the country's opened up. How was it up there in Rhode Island, Gary? I mean, everyone got their mask off. I mean, I know you went to the McDonald's and everyone's showing their teeth, and no one's brushed their teeth in a while. They got gingivitis. How's everyone looking for the first time with their mask off? Do they look better with their mask on? I haven't heard Future song "Mask Off." You would think that song would be playing pretty loudly. I haven't heard that on my radio. But anyways.
What niggas ain't putting no mask on? So why the fuck should the mask be off? He never put one on. Everybody walking around here talking about they worried about taking the mask off and getting closer and shortening distance. It's all bullshit. People been packed up in places I've been in and without mask, walking the street, coughing, spitting on the street. I mean, they took everything and God's power to keep me from jumping out of my car and cracking somebody for not wearing their mask and spitting on the street and spreading the virus. HipHopCitizen live, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we see you out there. Tawana Hemphill. I know I butchered that one up. Frida Robertson. Hit that like button. Hit that emoji button. Thanks for checking us out Friday Night Live. Want to say what's up to you.
Yo, we forcing shout outs, y'all. Don't laugh. We forcing the shout out straight up. Hey, I want it. Write the names down and put them in the comments. We're gonna
work it, man.
We fell off, bro. We fell off, man.
I don't know. We had 2.8 million in the last 4 weeks. I don't think that's a fall off, brother. You know what I'm saying? 2.8 million. 2.8 million of you check us out in the last 4 weeks.
I think numbers juiced.
Well, hey man. Uncle Zuckerberg, we could take it to Uncle Zuckerberg, but our numbers is real.
I think you paying for those boosts. Those $14 they be putting up there. You can boost your ratings. You pay the $14.
Yo, we're gonna talk about this when we get to the Joe Button conversation. We're gonna talk about the Joe Button conversation, but I'll be honest with you. In the last 2 or 3 years, I think we've only paid like maybe $10 on a booth. And we've hit 10 million views in the last 12
years. Don't tell me that, bro. That's like me finding out. That's like me finding out the DH is using steroids. Oh, we banging trash cans to get the signs, bro. I don't want to hear that we juicing the numbers, bro.
Hey, it sounds like someone paid a ransom to get your oil flowing up the East Coast. We need to talk about that too.
$5 million, not up the East Coast. What do you mean? You mean the South? The
No, I
South,
don't think so. The pipeline went from Louisiana all the way up to all the way up to Rhode Island.
we paid a little extra in change, but we didn't run out of gas as of I know of in New York.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't run out of gas in Texas. Obviously, it's gas falling on
But
our
in
homes.
Florida, there's a Hummer that burnt because the owner had saved 5 gallons of gasoline in the trunk. Okay, that's how bad it was out there in Florida, where they were what do they call it? Hoarding gasoline.
Wow.
But New York has been all right, and you know what? We probably paid that ransom with the $3 a gallon for regular here.
Wow. And if you were impacted by the gas pipeline hack, if you will, who hacked you? Call in. Let us know. Tell us how was the lines. We didn't have an impact over here where I live at, Dave, in the heart of Texas. But if you were impacted by the gas lines, tell me your stories. How crazy was it?
Do you think Putin was involved?
Do I think who was involved?
Their question to the president was, do he believe Putin was involved?
Oh, absolutely. I think they've already traced it to a. Here's the thing. So amongst nations, well, they'll say that the state wasn't responsible for it, but they have rogue people within their country who may be doing that. Just pretty much like, say, some hackers out there in Alabama may be hacking into the Russian systems. So Russia said it wasn't the state who was doing it, but it may be their citizens who are running the criminal enterprise.
In that case, they're breaking international laws. Shouldn't the government have done something to squash that illegal action?
2 words for you. Remember Edward Snowden? Russia's not giving up their prisoners for anything. So Russia, you can forget it. They're not doing any extradition treaties with the U.S. If Russia has someone, you're not getting them.
No. They don't even have to extradite them. They should arrest them for theft. It's still theft.
Shout out to you, Charles Woolridge. Welcome back, Charles. Charles,
I don't know. Maybe I don't know the international laws, but it's like some sort of saboteur. Now they should be arrested for saboteur.
Yes, I agree with you there, Dave. Real quick here, big shout out to Pusha T. Doesn't have an album to celebrate for an anniversary, but it is his birthday week. Born May 13th. Of course, Pusha T, better known as Terrence LeVar Thornton, gained recognition as the major half, or at least half as the hip-hop duo The Clips, alongside his brother and fellow rapper No Malice, with whom he founded Re-Up Records. He announced in September 2010 his signing to Kanye West Good Music imprint under the aegis of the Def Jam recording labels. Later that year, he was notably featured on Kanye West's Runaway, which peaked at number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100.
So he's not twins with Malice? No Malice?
No, they're not twins, actually. I think they were like a year apart or 2 years apart.
Okay, now, that's breaking news. That's like telling me Humpty is Shock G.
Yeah, and, I have my druthers, having grown up in Virginia, I have my druthers like Drake on how hard of a pusher them brothers were.
What do you mean? Please.
Well, like, as you know the story, the 2 brothers who were once rappers, they decided to get into one of the brothers decided to go the Christian way, and the other brothers decided to stay in the drill rap. We call it drill rap.
Secular.
All right, fine. Secular rap. And so clearly the brothers were on different paths, is what I'm suggesting here. And so Malice went on to he's speaking the word of God, and of course Pusha T, what I'm saying, you might get the wrath of God if you cross him.
You said in a reference with Drake.
Yes.
What was that pertaining to?
Well, of course, you remember the whole, it was Pusha T who outed Drake's love child. It was Pusha T who leaked to the whole world that the number one artist of the past decade had a secret love child. Yes. And remember, at the time, Drake was allegedly denying the child, supposedly. Allegedly.
Okay, I didn't know anything about a child until Pusha T told everyone.
Well, that's my point. So it's Pusha T who actually put that out, who leaked that out. So, yeah, big shout out.
So I understand, and we're clear. You say he a bitch ass nigga. That sound like to me. What you think it sound like, Gary? Come talk to me, Gary. Come talk to me, Gary.
I wasn't going
Oh man, this shit is crazy. Yo, Don Juan, I think we got to start doing the show at 12 a.m. now, man.
Well, the good news is we do this live on Friday night, and then we can do the replay at 12 a.m. as well.
I don't understand what you're saying because
you said do the replay? Wait, maybe I lost what you said.
It's not the same if it's not live. You understand?
Oh,
the broadcast, it's stale. It doesn't have any heartbeat.
Nathaniel Howard. Welcome, Nathaniel Howard.
Hey, write his name up there on the board. Write his name on the board.
Oh, I can't type that fast. Shirley Anderson, Nathaniel Howard.
That's all we doing. We shouting people out. We want to.
Let me do it. Yeah, fine. It's a good point. All right, shout out to Gary, by the way. I'm gonna shout out the names. I'm shouting out names, man. If I see you on the check-in, I'm gonna shout you out.
Not the check-in. If they're there, shout them out. There. Good. Shirley Anderson, what's up? Where's she coming? Where's she calling from?
I have no idea. They have to tell us. Where in the world are you calling from? Where are you checking? Are you calling us? How do you say that? What's the proper vernacular? You say, where in the world are you viewing us from?
Where are you checking in from? Nathaniel Howard, what's going down, my friend? Good to have you.
Shout out to Nathaniel Howard. We shout out to people on Facebook right now. And there's lots of you out there on YouTube.
We kidnapping viewers right now. We are dumb. Yeah. We're putting them on blast. They don't want their families to know they listen to the Friday Night Live.
Yeah. And they don't want to hit the like button. They don't want to hit the share button, but they want to sneak and peek. So if we catch you sneak and peek, we're going to shout you out.
We are outing you. That's
what you can get outed. Yeah, that's what's going on right here tonight. You're getting outed.
Who's this? Paris Smith?
Absolutely, man. Very good. So you already passed the first level quiz. I'm very much impressed. I was going to ask Shirley or Nathaniel if they knew who it was. But you're right. This is Paris Smith, one half of the EPMD, one of my favorite hip-hop duos of all time, man. Yo, I grew up on these brothers' music, man. I love these dudes, man.
Yes, absolutely. Great music.
Tamika Michelle. Shout out to Tamika Michelle. Oh, my bad, David. Go ahead.
No. Shout them names out, man. Shout them motherfucking names out. Those names is important. Those names are important. Tamika Michelle, we see you.
Yeah. Where you viewing us from, Tamika? Hit that like button. Hit that share button. We see y'all sneaking and creeping in, checking us out, but don't want to hit the like button. Don't want to hit the share button. Why y'all being shy and bashful? We talking about hip hop. We talking about Paris Smith right now. Come on. Big shout out to Paris Smith. Hit the like button if you like Paris Smith. You remember EPMD? Come on, Tamika. Nathaniel, Shirley.
Yo, EPMD, I saw him live at Webster Hall. Great show. Keith Murray came out, tore it up. Big things.
Yes. I actually ran into EPMD while I was a student at the Howard University. You know what? I was surprised. Them brothers are like 6'4", both of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're some big dudes.
They didn't look big on the stage.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when they're standing next to each other because they're both the same height. So, and then they had bodyguards who was like 6'7" behind them. I'm like, dude, you guys is big enough, man. It's crazy to see them dudes walking side by side, and then they got bodyguards.
How tall you say?
They're both about 6'4", both of them. They're about 6'4". Eric and MP in Paris. They're some big dudes, man. And I didn't know that until I met them myself. And it's like, God damn.
Better seats than I did.
Say it again?
You had better seats than I did.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I was literally on the street. And and I saw all these girls I didn't know what was going on. There was like a little record store right there at the Howard University campus. And it was all these girls with their butts was hanging out. So I came across the street to look at the women. And then I didn't realize it, but these were just groupies, man. I don't know where they came from, but they knew EPMD was coming. And they had their butts hanging out. And I was just checking them out. And I turned around behind me. And Eric in Paris, EPMD just walked up behind me. And I was shocked. And at the time I was promoting parties, I was like, yo, I need to book you. And he said, yo, call Chris Lighty. He wrote down a piece of paper. Eric Sermon gave me Chris Lighty's number. He said, yo, call Chris Lighty. And I remember that, that was the first time I heard Chris Lighty's name. And then, of course, it wasn't too long after that Chris Lighty, we heard that we lost Chris Lighty. But yeah, that's my story on APMD, man. Both of them brothers, man. Shout out to Paris Smith, man. Happy birthday. May 13th, 1968. Paris, Mike Doctor, Paris making dollars, PMD. Eric and Paris making dollars, EPMD. Happy birthday, Paris Smith. Yeah. Did I lose your audio, Dave?
No,
You fell asleep.
I think I napped since we ain't nobody listening.
hey, look, man. I still see about 5 people hanging on.
Yeah.
There's 5 people hanging on, but I think they've gone to YouTube to check us out. If you're viewing us from YouTube, give us a shout out. Say what's up.
Nah, Don want no more. We're done. Fuck them at that point, okay? That's where I'm at now. I'm flipping. You understand what I'm saying? I'm psycho, okay? I'm Norman fucking Bates. Fuck you now, all y'all. If you don't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. Fuck.
Yeah. All right. Hip hop anniversaries. All right. We know we lost DMX, but this week we also was the release of his debut album. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Was released May 12th, 1998. So this was his debut album, DMX, of course, by Rough Riders and Def Jams, supported by 3 singles. Get At Me, Dog, Stop Being Greedy, Rough Riders Anthem, How's It Going? How's It Going Down? These were some major classics out of DMX. So we're not gonna belabor DMX, man. Happy, saying this is a hip hop anniversaries, but definitely, no doubt about it. We talked about DMX a lot in the last couple of weeks, but definitely a classic album. Yeah. It seems like that. Ain't nobody out there. Anybody out there?
Hello? Yeah, Gary's out there, but he's in between him making love with his wife. He can't be the only one. Chit chat.
Well, Gary's not shy. That's what it is. But these other people out here, like Fossil James and Maurice Christian and Harold Howard, why y'all being shy out there?
Don't worry about it, Don Juan. We're done out here. That's what we cold, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said. I'm assuming that everyone's walking around with their mask off. So everyone's in the club. No one's in the home anymore.
Not a podcast game is dead. We killed it. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely we conquered. Yeah, it might be time to hang it up. I don't know, Dave.
I don't know.
Or try something different. I think we should give away some money. We need to give away money, Dave.
Stop with that giving away money. You ain't give somebody money, give me money, motherfucker. I mean, don't shit. Don't get these motherfuckers shit. I'm being real right now. Y'all don't give shit.
All right, so yeah, you itching me to get into this Joe Budden thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who this?
Oh, you don't remember this? This is Elzai. Born Jason Powers. Happy birthday to him. Better known by his stage name, Elzai, American rapper from Detroit, Michigan. He is the former member of Slum Village and now records as a solo artist. In his youth, he made numerous visits to Hip Hop Shop in Detroit, take advantage of open mic nights, founded by hip hop fellow rapper Proof. Remember Proof, the late great Proof? Yeah. These sessions gave him opportunity to be surrounded by Detroit's most talented MCs such as Obi Trice, Majestic Legend, Finale, Invincible, Fat Cat, Guilty Simpson, Royce the 5'9", Obi Low, and Jay Dilla and Batten. So, big shout out to Elzai, man. These dudes is dope, man. You're going back to Slum Village, man.
Who is it?
Yeah. Elzai.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
Yeah. Oh, you wasn't following him? You don't believe in him? Yeah, all right. I guess you don't care, huh?
No, it's just that
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. You're too Brooklyn, I guess. I get it.
They didn't play in the clubs. If you don't get play in the club, I ain't fucking you.
All right, this is one that was played in the clubs. You can't sleep on this one. Shout out to Onyx.
Yeah,
Slam.
They played in the club.
Yeah, this one was hard. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised these brothers went on to become actors. I thought these dudes were real gangsters. But then next thing I know, they was in like Moesha and they was in movies. I was like, dude, I thought these dudes were like gangster rappers. I thought they was hard. Yeah. But apparently they're smart brothers because they found a way out, man, and they stay relevant, man. They still putting out good music today. But Slam was a dope song going back to May 11, 1993. Remember JMJ? JMJ's records helped produce this out, So going back to J Master Jane. About a food cup.
Tell nobody who JMJ is.
Jam Master Jay.
That's right.
So I didn't know. That's news to me actually. So that just goes to show you, man, the relevance of hip hop and what we do here, Dave. Because we're putting it together for you. Putting the links together for you because these brothers right here, Slam was brought to you by another legend, the late great JMJ.
Jam Master Jay was involved in 50 Cent career as well.
That's right. You're right, and the list probably goes on from there because you're right, absolutely right. You're totally right about that. You can't forget that. But yeah, Slam, this song introduced slam dancing into hip hop. I bet you didn't know that, Dave. Before this song came out, brothers was not in the club slam dancing. But when they heard this song, slam, da 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 da, people would get thrown in the walls everywhere.
You have to show me video of that to convince me. I just can't take your word for it. Maybe it was going on in Dallas, maybe VA, but nobody was slam dancing in New York clubs. That'll be a violent thing. We were still break dancing and still, battle dancing. What's that, Letitia?
Latoya.
Latoya Harper, thank you.
She from the other side of the railroad tracks. When they say Latoya.
And Don, that's what you do. When you feeling like you want to scream out that person's name, you write it in the comments section.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna
Finish
pronounce
your
it.
thought.
I was not gonna pronounce that one, Dave. I was gonna get that one totally to you there.
Oh, so you're saying the only reason why you didn't shout that name out while I was talking is because you couldn't pronounce it.
I knew I was gonna butcher that one. I was like Latoya, Latoya.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah. But anyways, big shout out to you. Shout out to Audrey Lopez too. But this slam dancing in hip hop, they slam dance in the video, I believe. I thought they were slam dancing in an actual music video.
You know what? I think for some reason we were taught different. Because I've noticed in your pronunciation of names that where you say that name again, Lopez name?
Audrey Lopez.
Audrey. Okay. Yes. I thought you said something different.
Audrey.
Say again?
Audrey.
No, it's Audrey. It's Audrey. Yes.
All right. We got a caller here, Dave. All right. So, we finally got a caller on the line. We got someone that's brave enough. A YouTube caller, you know how we do with YouTube callers. YouTube callers, they're a weird bunch. You know what I'm saying, Dave?
Let's go.
All right, Jaden, welcome to Hip Hop Citizen, bro. Where you calling from? Oh, he got scared. He came off real quick.
Oh, shit.
So listen, don't be afraid to call in, but don't be scared to stay on, okay? It's real simple here. We're a friendly family show here sometimes.
Yeah, I know. We good. You know what I'm saying? What was the man's name?
He went by said Jaden. He didn't say if he was Jaden Smith, but he just said Jaden.
Nah, shout out Jaden. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. That right. You know what? You have no idea. I'll tell you a little secret about me real quick. You might think I'm a little psycho, but I called radio stations and hung up 100 million times. Okay. So that's okay. I appreciate it. That's what you get what you got. Okay. The 360.
The 360, what do you mean 360? The 360, what? You get what you get, 360 comes back to you?
What goes around comes around.
It's just that simple. Big shout out to Mimi Moore, Jerry Wayne. Shout out to you. Hit that like button, share button. Where are you viewing us from? We want to hear from you.
And to all those people that I called and hung up on, I'm sorry. I see now it could have been quite annoying.
Yeah, but Slam, this song was a breakthrough single for these guys and making it number 4 in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 charts. It was a group's second straight single to make it number 1 on the rap charts for 2 weeks straight. The single was first certified gold in July 7, 1993, and it's a big hit. When it become 5 million copies sold. The song was sampled more than 25 different rap artists. So you're talking about a really classic song when you get sampled a lot.
What was the first single?
The first one was off the debut album for Butterfruit Cup. But we'll make it into one. I can't remember their first single there, Dave. But I think it was.
Oh, your guns in the air.
Oh yeah. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Yeah, they were dope. See you, Tracy. Big shout out to you. We're telling everyone, we see all you pocket watchers. You know, you pocket watchers are the ones who come in there. You kind of like look, but you don't want to hit the like button or share nothing. Throw your guns in there. There you go. Gary's 6 man, really 3 man, because we keep walking on crutches here, man. But shout out to Gary. Gary, throw your guns. There it is.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Gary the 6 man, Rhode Island, man. Shout out to Rhode Island. I can't wait to go to Rhode Island. I met one. I'm not gonna say anything about beauty because I love my woman. I know you out there watching, baby. You're the one.
Shout out.
But anyways, you know, the song was sampled by more than 25 rap artists, including Jizzy, Eminem, PMD, Shaquille O'Neal, Crazy Days, Daz Effects. The song has been used in movies such as How High and television shows such as The Cleveland Show, The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon and lip sync battles, as well as numerous commercials, including Nike, ESPN, Sobe, Gatorade. The song was included in the soundtrack for the basketball simulation video game NBA 2018. So, you know, shout out to Slam. This is definitely a classic, man. If your grandma's just tuning into hip hop, introduce her to Onyx and Slam.
Shout out to Queens.
Yeah, shout out to Queens. That's where my peoples are from out there. Shout out to 224 for America. All right, Dave.
America's barely Queens.
You said America is barely Queens?
Barely Queens. Barely.
It's Jamaica.
It's the first street in Queens after you leave Brownsville, Brooklyn. Come on.
Oh, Flushing? No, it's out there. It's deep. Well, you know, it was deep out there in Flushing, actually. So a little bit deeper than that.
I don't know about that.
All right. Off the Van Wyck. All right. So here's an album. You probably here's one that you're probably more familiar.
Grand Central, then you be in the heart of Queens. But the Van Wyck, it's on the outskirts.
Well, to me, it's deep out there. I mean, you know, talking about Merrick and Hillside. It's been a minute for me, but Hillside was like the first street coming off to me off Hillside Boulevard. I think is it Boulevard?
No,
anyway,
only Boulevard. Linden and
Hillside. Well, Hillside Ave.
Queens Boulevard.
All right. Then maybe it's Hillside Ave. It's been a while for me, Dave, and I probably wouldn't recognize the place. It's probably been gentrified. Maybe not. Queens probably still stays the same.
Well, you got it on me. I have never been to Texas or Dallas.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to get around. It's okay because I had never been a party to the Goblin album. I know that Tyler Creator is a dope artist, but I got to admit, I was never really into Tyler, the Creator. But I understand he was a dope producer. I tried listening to Tyler, the Creator, but I know this Goblin album was considered a classic.
Well, Tyler Creator is not dead, so I don't know why Juan is talking about him in the past tense. He's still creating. He's still out there.
Yeah, all right. Well, he's still out there, so I'm not going to beat it to death, Dave, but that's all I have for the anniversaries out there. And, just want to see if, I don't know, you had anything else out there for us. I can't remember any other birthdays that I've missed.
There was a slew of them, but I'm sure they don't want to mention on this show. All right. They want to be mentioned on the popular shows.
I hear you. Definitely hear you out there.
Jason Ortiz, I see you.
Yeah.
See, we got this thing intact right now where you're not shouting the names out over me talking. Michael Smith, what's going on?
Yeah, there you go. I'll let you do that part, Dave. You can shout it out. There you go. I don't have to talk over you. There you go. Much better, much smoother. It just took a while. Got to get through the kinks. That's all.
Absolutely. Well, we didn't expect it to be such a quiet night on the shout outs.
Well, like I said, the times are changing. People are partying now. People are mask free. Gary's at home butt naked with his woman, I assume, or just butt naked, period.
But it's a blow to my ego because I just knew that when the world opened back up, people would still view this as must-watch television, and they would stay home and they would gather their family around the computers or phones, whatever device they're using, so that they could check out the David Simonisms. But to know that people said "fuck me" and moved on with their lives is such a devastating blow to my ego.
Oh man. So all right, Dave. So And unless there's a new caller in here, I just wanted to mention before we get into our topic of discussion here, just want to mention some new music releases. All right, some new album releases. So we need an in-string intro for this. You know what? I need some music or something. But anyways, a new music release. J. Cole, the off season, dropped today. Everyone's talking about it. Have you heard it by any chance?
I heard freestyle. I like the freestyle. I haven't heard any material off of the album. Is it an album or a mixtape?
His is actually an album, I believe. So, what's impressive about it for me is that J. Cole is not known for having a lot of features. J. Cole can actually carry an album by himself, But this time around, he's bringing out some guns. I think he has some features from the Baby. Of course, he has 21 Savage doing him a favor again. I guess those two, they work well together. And so I hear it's pretty. It's a lot of buzz going on, but I don't know if that's just labor. That's how the labels do, just to keep the hype going because he has a lot of good competition going on.
Well, I just found out that J. Cole is 36 years old now. So whatever he does, like from here on, is like playing with the house money. You know what I'm saying? He's technically is a success, and I don't know what or how much he's sitting on or sleeping on, but he is a certified celebrity. And in that case, as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, he always be well known as a success. So this album here, if he did some collaborations, good for him. He didn't have to work as hard as he has in the past. And he also learned how to share. So that's good. And shout out David Cruz, because Don Juan, he wanted to shout out David Cruz while I was talking, but he didn't. Thank you.
Big shout out to David Cruz, man. We give you a shout out anyways. Also dropping today or this weekend, 21 Savage, Spiral from the Book of Saul soundtrack. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Say it again.
He produced and rapped the entire soundtrack.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. This is the name of his album. You know how dudes be overthinking their albums probably.
No, Spiral is the name of the new Saw movie.
Oh, okay. So he's on the soundtrack. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yes, and I'm trying to figure out if he produced the entire soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get that. I just got that he dropped. So he has something on there. So I just know he got new music out. So I'm gonna go check that out.
You know who optioned this particular film?
Who did what?
Who owns the option to produce and direct and star in it and the whole?
I saw Chris Rock in it was Chris Rock in
Samuel L. Jackson's also in it, but Chris Rock, it's his project.
Yeah, well, Chris Rock, he did one of the other Saw movies as well, I believe. So this is not his first round at the Saw movies.
I didn't know that. Okay,
yeah, I think he was involved in one of the other Saw, like one of the last Saw movies. I think Chris Rock did.
Okay, that's dope. Congratulations to Chris Rock, a Bed-Stuy native, Brooklyn, New York.
Yes, and also dropping the album this week as well.
Not me, but I'm a yo, you give me a beat, I'll spit something right motherfucking now. Yo, check it out. No beat, acapella. You might as well say hello to me when you see me in the comments. Word life, I'm not doing this for no dollars. I'm doing this for the hollers. So where the fuck y'all at? You show your love. The Delgados is the hat that I'm rocking tonight. Go and cop yours. F1000 MG on Instagram, B. And all the ladies out there, say hi to me when you see me. Word life, I'm here. Friday nights, 11 to 1 a.m. I forgot what that means, but I know Millennium is the last word. Oh, man.
What
Cutting
the Fruit Loop? What's going on, man?
Spitting tonight. I don't care no more.
My damn internet, I guess. I don't know. What the hell's going on? Jeez.
What's up, Rob Corello?
Jeez.
And Kinfolk. What up, Kinfolk?
Yeah.
Carrie Atkins, I see you. I'm about to spit again. I'm feeling the hype on my chinny chin. I'm feeling like a werewolf with all this hair I got. Talking about it, opening up the spots. I can't wait to go and check out my barber. What up, Bob?
Is that what was going on there? You was freestyling there
all night long? I'm trying to get some love. If I gotta spit this shit tonight, I'ma spit it. No glove when I get my love. Straight up and down. I like it raw dog. You know me. I'm crazy.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that Kodak Black also dropped an album this week or this weekend. Haitian Boy Kodak. It sounds like a reference to Haitian boy Haitian Jack, but Haitian Boy Kodak is his moniker. So he's dropping out there trying to get that legal fee money. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Well, you make it sound like he was getting some illegal action somewhere, Don. Why are you making accusations about people all day?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yo, Kodak Black is as much as I enjoyed his music early in his career. I haven't gotten to nothing since he's been released. It's like, I don't know, but I heard that he's shouting out Carissa on one of the tracks. He's confessing his love to Carissa. I know she likes to be called Young Money, but I just want to say Carissa. Understand what I'm saying? I like Carissa.
Yeah,
I like the comments in the shade room. I like to say Carissa. Her mama named her Carissa. I'm gonna call
her Carissa. Yeah, that's funny. No doubt there. Also, let me give a big quick shout out to Nicki Minaj has actually dropped an album. Oh no, hers is actually a mixtape, right? Nicki didn't drop an album, right? Hers is just a mixtape.
Oh, Kodak Black was an album?
I believe, yeah, Kodak Black was an album.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, they're all dropping this week. But
Tony Fleming, what up? Is that a name? Is that a male or a female?
I think it's Antoine. I think that's Antoine.
Antoine? No, that can't be Antoine.
I don't know. Antoine or Antoine. Won't you help us out? How do you pronounce your name?
Yeah, Cynthia. What is good?
Yeah,
Andro. I know we can say Andro.
Andro. Yeah, shout out to Andro. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Don't be shy. Oh, y'all being scared. But anyways, those are the albums that was dropping. Also Little Skies. I'm Bothered drops. I don't know who Little Skies is.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj real quick. I want to address something that popped off in her live where I think some trolls was accusing her of doing some narcotic because she had a little sniffle. And as everybody seen me tonight, I've been wiping my nose several times. I don't want y'all to run back and tell nobody you think David Simon's got some narcotic issue. But the reason why I wanted to address the Nicki Minaj situation, because Nicki Minaj is a brand new mama. You understand what I'm saying? They start throwing around these rumors that she's out there using that hard white candy. It could fuck up her family life, and that's not right. If you love the woman for her music, then you show her some respect and some love. If you're not a fan, then move on. Don't be trying to use your platform to try to destroy someone's life or for you don't like her music or you don't like the way she looked because you don't know her personally to have any hardship or animosity towards her. So it's just some sort of hatred that you developed in your mind for her, and that's not right. So, let's keep it real out here, ladies and gentlemen. If she does have an issue, I would hope that her family that is around her would see that it is important that she keeps a level head and not expose her child to anything sort of dangerous that the state could see as danger. Straight up and down. Let's keep it real, people.
I completely agree with you there, David, brother. I completely agree with you there. This might be a good opportunity to remind everyone and say congratulations to Jay-Z for being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know if anyone had any doubts there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was only a matter of time.
Yes. We were talking about some of the others who may have who were in line, but who came close. Did LL get in, or was LL just nominated? He never formally got inducted.
From what I'm understanding, LL is like getting an achievement award or some sort of like a lifetime achievement. Like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is recognizing him as like some sort of demigod or something.
Oh, really? Yeah, interesting. At the same time, they give it to Jay-Z, huh? So it's kind of like, all right, we got to give him something to recognize his contributions before Jay-Z.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, Tina Turner's been doing it before these boys was able to walk. So, she's finally just out getting in there. I don't even know if Tina and Ike got in there. So she's
right
in there on her own. And she's been I'm about to say rapping. She's been singing for almost 50 years, if not more.
I was going to say it's quite an achievement for anyone in the rap genre to be inducted into a Hall of Fame for rock and roll.
Well, listen, just like we've pivoted the Hip Hop Citizen Friday Night Live show where, we have hip hop involved, but it's not a hip hop centric show. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is no longer rock and roll centric. I think they've realized that the lifestyle of rock and roll is worthy of the Hall of Fame as much as, the instrumentation of the music format.
Yes. Yeah.
I got to start saying, you know what I mean after I finish my statement. So Don Juan knows I'm done.
well, yeah. Well, I'm also trying to do, I'm multitasking here. I just wanted to say a big shout out to Donald Conley and Julie Davis. Welcome to the Hip Hop Citizen Friday Night Live show. Don't be shy. You're supposed to introduce yourself. You're supposed to give us a social security number. Tell us where you live at.
That's right. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't scare them. They're already trying. They don't want to talk to us. They think we're some sort of misogynistic pigs. So.
Lighthearted jester. Lighten up, guys. And we see you out there. Don't be shy. We call you guys pocket watchers. You guys kind of like just peek in and look in and don't want to say anything, but we see you.
I am very disappointed in tonight's turnout. I'll be honest with you. And if this is the way things is going to be with this opening up the country bullshit, then, we might as well hang up our jerseys. We did what we had to do. We got them through the pandemic. Now they back living their lives the way they want to live. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have to do this no more.
I agree. I agree. If I can't get no shout outs, if people can't give us no love, if people can't throw up no more emojis or say hi, other than Gary, which we appreciate, Gary, our 6 man out in Rhode Island.
Love you, Gary. No, there's no disrespect to you, G. On the real, you down by law. You understand? But we're talking about
Tawana Hemphill, Shirley Anderson, Nathaniel, Tamika, Harold, Flossie, Richard, Lisa, Latasha, Audrey, Mimi. We see all y'all. Jerry Wayne, Tracy. I mean, the list goes on.
At all. Okay.
Yeah, y'all pocket watchers. Y'all pocket watcher haters. Y'all can't even hit the like button. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say anything like that at a time like this. I'm not gonna go out there. Yeah. Well, let me make sure I stay away from that one. But anyways, Jay-Z inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Throw your emojis up, man. Big shout out to Jay. This is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm really proud of what the brothers are doing. And to all the inductees and nominees in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, to be honest.
But let's be honest. There should have been a couple of acts that have gone in before Hov. All right.
Well, yeah. Well,
let's go through them. Let's go through them. The Fugees.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Okay. Sold like it was going like hotcakes. So,
yes.
Tribe Called Quest, as we mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Tribe Called Quest. Oh, yeah. I mean, LL Cool J. I mean,
hey. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they give him a special. I believe that's why they give him a special category, because I'm pretty sure LL has some people like, hold up, wait a minute.
Well, LL has said it before. Him and Hov is like the same age, and he jumped off when he was 16, and Hov was still trying to figure it out, hanging out with the originator Jazzo, and then later on King, and then Biggie, and then he got it together, and after Big posthumously just passed away. Yes, De La Soul, Hall of Fame, maybe. It's still iffy with them. But let's talk real groups. Let's talk Snoop Dogg. I don't know. Is Snoop Dogg in
I was gonna say Will Smith.
Will Smith, very good. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Slick Rick, the ruler.
Oh yeah.
The Fat Boys.
Oh yeah, the Fat Boys. I mean, then you gotta go to Curtis Blow. You gotta give them, all them dudes. The real Roxanne.
The Furious Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five was rock and roll.
I thought one of those. I thought they were. No, that was the. That was Rappers Delight. They were inducted, right? Was it Rappers Delight?
Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang was inducted. Right, they were the first rap group.
You sure that that's not the Hip Hop Hall of Fame?
Man, let me see.
What was that? The BET honors? You
We
sure it's
got
not
the
the BET honors or the VH1 Hip Hop honors? You got to be careful now because you know they put all those guys in.
Now I gotta look it up. So now, yeah, there you go. I believe the inductees will have been. Well, let me make sure I got this right here because I'm seeing Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, Run DMC, NWA, Tupac Shakur. I don't know if that's accurate.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. That sounds about right. I know Run DMC is in there.
Oh, I didn't know Tupac was in there. Okay.
In fact, Snoop Dogg inducted him. That's what made me say Snoop Dogg deserved to have the same honor that he gave to Tupac. And because he started before Tupac.
Yeah, NWA is there. So
no, that's wrong. I'm sorry. Tupac started before Snoop. I apologize. He did.
I see there. Interesting. Very interesting there.
And Public Enemy is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I remember that as well. Their induction. Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even know that all those guys have been in there. So I'm like, oh wow, I knew Grandmaster Flash. I thought he was like one of the first hip hop's guys to go in there.
So who's going to induct Jay-Z? I just told you Snoop did. Tupac. Who you think will induct Jay-Z? Beyonce?
Of course. Who better? I mean, you got to have your wife. That's politics. Then she's going to drop an album right before it. She's going to do a performance right before it. You know what I mean? You know how they do.
Yeah. I mean, only if Nas is dropping an album out the same day.
Right, yeah. Nas, it'll be the same day Nas drop. Everything's choreographed with the Carter family.
Well, he should have Dame Dash do it because that was the one that told everybody in the industry that he would be great.
Yeah. That would be something to see, David, actually. You got me thinking now. Yeah.
Tina Turner, who would she have? I mean, who's still alive?
Right. Yeah. Well, Tina Turner's in there?
Tina Turner is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, she had a rock and roll career at some point. Yeah, she went rock and all that stuff.
Well, she was rocking in the early days with Ike, but when she got solo, she mellowed out. I mean, her biggest hit. Do you remember what her biggest hit was?
Private Dancer, something like that.
Ooh, what's love got to do with it?
Yeah. I kept thinking about them legs. I remember I used to be a big fan of Tina Turner's legs.
Absolutely. She had stupendous legs. And what's love got to do with it was like, let me tell you, back in the days when people were buying albums, still, shout out to Kevin Gibson. Songs like Babyface's Whip Appeal and Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do With It, mega hits, bro. You would hear them in the streets all day, all night. It was ridiculous. Yes. Shout out to the Whip Appeal and What's Love Got to Do With It. If you would check the record sales of those songs, I mean, they were Thriller level.
Yeah. But back then, you got to remember, that was before social media. So you was not going to get it. You couldn't get your hands on it unless you had that big ass disc that you had in the book bag.
You go to a popular song today and you see like 200 million views. That was equivalent to what you heard in the street of those singles the years that they came out.
Yeah, right. Yep. I'm gonna move us right along, Dave. I don't want to get us belabored on it, but real quick here before I get into the Joe Budden podcast, which we got to talk about, Dave. The Walmart lawsuit on Yeezys. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, Dave, where the Walmart logo was, just the boys at Walmart perceived Yeezy's logo to be a threat. And the backstory on this pretty much is that it appears from the legal experts that Walmart's just been a big bully here. And we talked about this as well, Dave. I've always said the main purpose of these lawsuits when they're suing each other, they're usually trying to break someone. Like a company like Walmart, Kanye has money, but he doesn't have Walmart money. He doesn't have the money to fight Walmart. And what Walmart is trying to do here is put the squeeze on Yeezys. I mean, because Yeezys now, the shoes themselves, along with the Air Jordans, are now a value asset class. I mean, Yeezy's up there with the fine art gallery now. So Walmart's trying to put the squeeze on Yeezy's brand, and Yeezy's blowing up, and that's my 2 cents on the pocket check in there.
Well, I don't understand what the discrepancy is. Is there a logo?
Yeah, I should probably pull that up for you because we're all familiar, and I hope we don't get flagged for showing a damn logo. You know how they do. You showed our logo. But if I can pull this up for you.
Fuck 'em. The show is sponsored by the Delgados. You want to get paid? Holler at the Delgados. They take care of you.
Right. So let me see if I can put this up here. Let me give you a good example here. So what I'm about to show you here, if I can get this up here. So what you see right here, if my mouse is not there, but remember this logo right here, the Walmart logo. You have the Walmart, and then you have this little asterisk thing going on.
I don't see any logo. I see a Google page.
All right, but you don't see the Walmart on the side of the Google page.
Oh, yes. I see the Walmart there.
That's what I'm pointing at. I think my mouse is here. If you can see
it. Now I see it. Yes.
So here's a traditional Walmart, but they have this little Sunray logo thing, this little asterisk thing, right?
Yes.
So remember that because I don't know how to do a split screen. So I'm going to show you Yeezy's logo. Maybe I can do it side by side. Do it right here. And here's Yeezy's logo. And so the issue here.
So is that? So is that for everything?
So the issue is.
Oh my God.
So the issue here is, do you think those logos look the same? I mean, Walmart says that they're the same logo.
In the words of Jay-Z, when he said that the Gucci sneakers look like, the Rockefeller sneakers look like the S. Carter's look like Gucci sneakers. And he said, either sue me or watch me do me. And right now, Walmart's not going to watch Kanye do him. I can honestly say that adding the extra line in there could alter the perception of what he's creating. But the circular and the lines leading from the circle, no matter how many there are, as you can see, there's 3 for Kanye. There's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on Kanye's, and there's only 6 on Walmart. So Kanye could honestly say that little change, and they're dots and they're not lines. Those little alterations are no different from when he steals a beat and remakes it, like when Jesus walks. Okay, that is the song that he uses for his first single, Jesus Walks. Okay.
So wait a minute. So let me get this straight. So you think that Walmart has a lawsuit? You think that they are similar?
I would, if I'm a juror on this trademark case, I would say Walmart has a case.
Interesting. I don't see any semblance between these two trademarks here. I don't think that the average person or a reasonable person will look at those two logos and say, "Hey, I think of Walmart," because one looks like a snowflake to me. To be honest with you, and the other looks like a sunray.
It is an alteration of an original idea. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's as if Marvel decided to do Super Hawk or Super Alien. You understand what I'm saying? It's similar to Superman, but it's just alterations that they've done to it. That the alterations hasn't changed the character. His alterations doesn't change the character of the presentation. It's still, like you said, a sunray looking with just dots instead of lines and 2 extra lines. Even the length of the 3 dots is the length of the rays, the lines on Walmart's logo. You understand? In length, size, it's all same. It's just a little bit of alterations. If you buy a Brooks Brothers suit and make alterations, doesn't make it no less than a Brooks Brothers suit.
I hear you, but listen. The pros are saying here that Kanye could actually beat the case. All right. And just for a little bit of history lesson here, Kanye West he's been here before. He's been sued before. Kanye has been sued for using the camouflage imprint patterns. People have sued Kanye and lost. And experts believe the same fate will happen with Walmart because Walmart does not necessarily will have a case here. And this is what the experts are saying. So I'm not the expert, Dave, but if you're betting on Walmart, it sounds like you may be a part of the losing crowd.
Well, the honest reality of the situation is this: who's the biggest asshole? Because that's the jury's going to go against the biggest asshole. Now, is Kanye a bigger asshole than Walmart? Is there actual Walmart hatred that goes on with the fact that it's $1 billion corporation, or if not, almost $1 trillion corporation, and people no longer have the funds to indulge in the Walmart shopping? So maybe they might say, fuck Walmart and everything they stand for. Or they might say, I hate Kanye West, making the presidential election a laughing stock and buffooning the way he has in his past. So therefore, if the jury gets together in that jury room and the question is who's the bigger asshole, then that'll decide who wins.
Yes. For some reason, I kind of hate it and both like it when you're right, David, but I think you got a good point on that one there.
Thank you. You know what I mean?
That's rare.
What's rare? That I have a good point? What are you crazy?
That I agree with you there. I should say.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
All right.
I'm not here to be agreed with. I'm just here to make sure you know the truth.
All right. You're right, Dave. You're good at that. All right, Dave. This is the one I wanted to talk to you about because this one kind of fits dear near to me. The Joe Budden podcast, Dave. I don't know if you heard the rumors, but some people have been fired from the podcast with Joe Budden's name on it. Rory and Maul, who are sidekicks. For those who don't know, Joe Budden's always been popular in pop culture, or at least in hip hop culture. He goes out and started his own podcast on YouTube. At the very beginning, I mean, they had nobody. They were like us in many ways. They had nobody, so they started from the bottom.
That's not true. Joe Budden, he was a talented artist at one point. A Def Jam signed artist at one point.
Well, no, okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Joe Budden is a talented artist, but I'm talking about the podcast in the beginning.
Okay.
So the podcast in the beginning
didn't have an identity, no.
Right. It had no identity. Right. I mean, they were one of the earlier ones to cater to the hip hop community on social media, and they took advantage of it, and they rode their success to major deals, Spotify deals. And I don't know how big it was.
It also has suffered alterations as well, because the night that Quavo and Takeoff was ready to start a rumble over there with what was his name, Alchemist and Buttons, academics and Buttons. It's a different group. There's no girl with them no more. There's just Mal and Rory. And let me tell you something, Joe Buttons. if I'm over here doing another podcast and you over there doing that podcast, you can't fire me. I obviously already quit. So and the question is how difficult is them getting out of that contract with the non-compete?
Okay, so let's back it up a little bit. Let's set it up for our 1.5 viewers out there. So
Miles, I see you. What's up, baby girl?
You got to set it up for them. So again, we talked about the three of them. And maybe there's someone else behind the scenes, but they kind of started a podcast together. They kind of grew in popularity. Like you said, they lacked an identity in the beginning, and they found one. They became one of the top podcasters in the game for their genre. And as let Joe Budden tell it, the major labels, or I say Spotify, they didn't. Joe Budden claims that when it came to all the promo and marketing, they didn't care about the sidekicks. They wanted Joe Budden. He was the bigger king. He was the bigger catch. He was the pod, as he says. And Joe Budden says he took care of Roy and Mari, his co-hosts. He even showed them where their pay was, which was above the norm. And he was saying that he went above and beyond and took care of them beyond that. Now, Joe didn't tell us what that was or what that meant, but it apparently means something to them. But Joe seems to think that he took care of his co-host. Do you follow what I'm saying here?
Yeah. Okay. From what I gather from the incidents, Terrence Moses was good. What I gather from the incident that somebody wanted to fight, Rory wanted to fight Joe Buttons or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was.
I didn't know they wanted to get the blows. I said that's news to me.
Invitation to tussle, and Joe Button said that's not what he's about. He's about business, and he's about being, a podcast broadcast guy. You understand? And so Rory and Mal decided, they not down for no podcast broadcast guy. They want to be down with the streets. They want to be recognized as, if there's a problem, we put these gloves on, or if we just use our knuckles and we do our damn thing. You know what I'm saying? We still hood, no matter what these Spotify want to give you millions in dollars, and you want to give us thousands, hundreds of $1,000s. That doesn't mean our opinion is less as important than yours. That doesn't mean yours is more important than ours. If I feel that you disrespected me and we sitting next to each other, and the only way I feel I can get back my mojo is that we knuckle up. If you beat me, you beat me, and that's that. I beat you, that's that. We still going to do the business like it's supposed to. It shouldn't be getting involved in our street shit. But if you're going to tell everybody you're not going to knuckle up with me and expect everybody to still respect the show, and you got a reputation to maintain as the streets, because that's what people check the show for. They check for the streets, and you're supposed to be a representation of the street.
So let me get this straight. They wanted to blow. Was this after he fired him? The ceremonial firing.
It's the reason why they no longer on this show, because Rory supposed to had invited Joe to some knuckle game, and Joe was like, "Yo, that's not what we about. That's not what I'm about."
Rory, I didn't think Rory was the fighting type.
Well, he shocked everybody. He shocked Joe. And
so
they didn't show up on the show no more because
wait a minute. So hold on, Dave. I thought what I understand, and those of you that are watching, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Joe was upset because Rory and Mar wanted an audit, as if to imply that there was something funny behind the numbers, and that's where the distrust broke them up.
That could be true, but the reason why they no longer were on the show was because they said they wanted to. Rory said he wanted to fight, and Joe said he didn't want to fight, and therefore they wasn't going to get no audit, and that was the end of it. You understand what I'm saying? And Joe should just realize that when I got my own podcast, you can't fire me.
Yes.
Now they were in breach of the contract. Now,
I was going to say though. Here's the catch. And lucky Dave, we don't have that. Here we don't have no NDA where you can't compete.
I'm steady getting fucked raw dog over here. No Vaseline, ass in the air. Friday night, Saturday morning, breathing out my asshole from the fucking. Okay.
Hey, listen. I will pause on that part, but hey, I've been burnt too. I've been burnt too. Of course, you know this, and and here's the thing. Like Joe was saying, and one of the things that resonated with me. I mean, you got your business side of things, but it was all about the respect. I mean, if you want to be, I could be ruthless in business, you know what I'm saying? But usually, like Joe was saying, he was giving him respect, the benefit of the doubt of the homies. Somebody that you work together with. But do you think greed got in the way of say, Roy and Amari? Do you think they were greedy? Do you think they were just thinking, I want my name on here too? I mean, you think they were like, geez, I hate to draw parallels, Dave, but you know where I'm going with this.
Let me tell you, this shit here, it's all about viral hits. If you're not getting viral hits, you're not doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? If people not checking for particular broadcast that you've done, you're not getting it hot. And right now, like I mentioned, what was the most popular Joe Buttons incident? It was with Academic and the girl. It wasn't with Rory and Ma. You understand?
Right. Yeah. You're right.
No viral footage from those guys yet. You understand? Maybe the fight would have been the first one. They should have did the fight.
Yeah, come to think of it, the Spotify deal is over with, right? They're no longer on Spotify, right?
But there was discrepancy of who was going to be paying or where it's going to be broadcast. I mean, I thought they had to deal with Revolt.
Revolt. See,
Yeah.
that's your accent. See, Dave, I think you got a funny accent. We can say Revolt. How do you say it in Brooklyn? Revolt.
We say Revolt.
Oh, you do pronounce the T. Okay, I thought you said Revo. I said you sound some.
I might have paused in between the re and the vote, but I did say the T and revolt, and I said revolt instead of revolt. Revolt, I guess, is when they leave. Like Maury and Rory did a revolt, and so they don't got to deal with revolt.
Well, okay, so he's just out on Pantheon, as I understand it. They just have a live stream out on Pantheon.
So the next step was what's this shit we on? StreamYard. And some niggas say, yo, fuck that shit. We can do that shit on our own, nigga. We can do our own Pantheon, motherfucker.
I mean, but real talk. I mean, we do it on our own, Dave. Like I said, I mean, we clock in $3 million a month. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's one of those things that you can
say
do.
That, but we got to motherfucking write out Glenn Dorsey on our comment board. It doesn't say much about us because we're embarrassing ourselves to whoever's watching the comment board right now. Like, yo, these niggas still writing out names of people.
Hey, listen.
Like, yo, there's not even Dialect didn't even check in tonight. The Architect didn't check in tonight. Yo.
Well, like I said, the country's open now. They're probably out in the club, you know what I'm saying? Out in the club getting tipsy.
Yo, let me tell you something. Rory, Mal, you're fired. Okay.
hey, bro, you took the words out of my mouth because, like I said, well, let me back up a little bit. The NDA. All right, so they must have had an NDA in their contract clause that said that they couldn't do another podcast, or at least how the NDAs work. There's a period of time that you can't do it.
No, that's different. NDA is they can't speak about it. A non-compete.
Oh, non-compete. Well, yeah.
They can't do a podcast in a format of which they left.
Yes. So I'm sure there was a non-compete clause in one of their many contracts because there wasn't just one contract with Roy and Maury. I mean, along the way, there were different stages that got them to that big level. And I don't know, were they $1 million podcasts? I guess we could say that.
If you can't tell me an established, reputable organization that was promoting it, Pandora, Spotify. And it was in Times Square. I was in New York and I saw the big billboard in Times Square. Right. So they were looking for that Migos Joe Budden moment, and they didn't get it. I don't know if Joe tried to calm it down. Let me tell you something. The biggest thing that happened to the Joe Budden podcast since that incident with the Migos was him and Cynthia. Whatever was transpiring.
Yeah. They had the baby life.
Relationship and in the middle, and what was the show called? Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop.
That was they light right there. And once they stopped doing that, it was, I'm a person that's trying to, get up there and do the damn. What am I? I'm echoing right now. You know what I'm saying? So I know what they're trying to capture, lightning in a bottle with the Migos incident and the Joe Budden incident. And sometimes that is something that is created out of spontaneity. You can't plan it. So the Rory and Miles situation, if it wasn't planned and the spontaneity of the situation, what made it explode, it's got people talking about the Joe Budden podcast again. Okay. So if they really business people, then there'd be a way to figure out how they can get this back going, even if it is the boxing match. Joe gotta finally get in the ring. And you know what? They can put on those big gloves. You ever seen that show, Modern Family? They got gloves. Huge. Yo, there was one episode where the guy with oh man, what was his name? Phil the hell out of Jay, which is Al Bundy, but his character in Modern Family, Ed O'Neill, but his character is
Ed O'Neill, yeah.
He took those big old
Peg's husband, for those who don't know, Peg's husband, Al Bundy, yeah.
Right. Ed O'Neill was pounded out by Phil, which is his brother, his son-in-law on the show Modern Family. Look it up. And that's what you got to do. You got to put those fucking, I would have to say there was 100-ounce gloves. You put the 100-ounce gloves on and y'all just box. I'll put on some 100-ounce gloves and box anybody. God, I'll box God with 100-ounce gloves on.
Oh, man. You said it, and I mean, you box God. Oh, man. I'm scared. I'm scared of you, David. Reminds me of that Ludacris video where he had him, the big arm. I can't remember that song, but yeah.
Roll out. Roll out.
Yep. Dave, we quarter till out here. Just want to remind everyone the link is out there. You don't have to be shy. I mean, Dave, you can see there. I mean, the names are there. You see that we have an audience.
Well, thank you to Moshela. It's
Mosheel.
Thank you, Mosheel. And Glenn Dorsey. Well, thank you. If you listened, if you hung out, I don't know what Don Juan did. He could be just making up names now to try to pacify me because
just Facebook. I'm calling him out on Facebook.
Yeah. Well,
YouTube, if you're on YouTube, you're getting away with it.
I'm gonna just tell you like this: if this is a reoccurrence, like we're not going to be getting comments and interacting with the audience. There's nothing else to do. I mean, we're already down hosts, we're down guests. Now we're down comments. What else are we doing up here, Don?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's ask them. I mean, are we doing something wrong? Are we that boring? I see a couple of you out there. I mean, why aren't you guys typing in and commenting? I mean, are we that boring? What are you doing right now? I mean, are a lot of you really busy? I mean, you're watching this. Why don't you say hi?
You still got to go and get your Delgado swag merch. F1000 MG over there at the Instagram. Holla at them. Tell them you want that Delgado swag because the music is hot. And we're gonna be getting a new video and a new single soon before I-97 get it. So we don't have to hear about no copywritten bullshit. You know what I mean? We're gonna be good out here before they get signed to the big record deal. And that's what we're doing. Again, we no longer have a theme song. Don Juan reported us to Warner Brothers. And
Warner Brothers reported us, I guess.
Yeah. And so now we're void of a theme song. So now it's more paramount that you guys submit your songs. Send it. I mean, one guy sent us music, but it's not in English. He could be saying HipHopCitizen is the greatest day since sliced bread, but we don't understand it. I appreciate you sending the music. And you know what? I'm going to encourage Don Juan to play some of the music anyway next week. It's in Espanol. And we're gonna enjoy some. I'd rather listen to us or Don Juan shout out people while I'm talking.
I'm totally with it, Dave. You know what, Dave? I tell you what. I mean, we don't get. What they'll do is they'll mute us on a replay. But if we can get a good live audience to watch us, then we'll play more music. I don't care about the flagging as long as you guys are having fun.
Hey, they won't even know what the guy is saying. It's in Espanol, like I said.
But it's like computers talking. It's algorithms.
Ladies and gentlemen, I still need you guys to submit your music to be potentially the theme song. Tonight was the last time you will hear the Architect 7 song, and we salute the song. It was a very good song. It held us down for 5 months, 5 whole glorious months of 2021. But we have to now retire it, unfortunately. And shout out to Showbiz and AG.
That's the secret there.
We got to shout them out. I mean, we've been playing it, we've been dancing to it, we've built our reputation on it. They're gonna come and fire us over here at the HipHopCitizen Friday Night Live podcast.
That's the thing on the rights. Remember, it's Warner Brothers coming after us. The difference is, of course, if we did Jay-Z, it'd be Jay-Z. It wouldn't be Warner Brothers. It'd be like Jay-Z personally wants his shit back.
Yeah, but that's because he owns.
He owns his shit. He owns him.
He owns his rights. But we would never. Well, we play Jay-Z music here.
We got banned. Remember the Jay-Z battle, the versus battle you did?
We did our thing.
They slapped too hard. Jay-Z's not playing.
Afraid of nobody up here.
Jay-Z ain't playing. You sampled Jay-Z. They lucky I don't have the rights to it because I would play it right now. You understand, right? As soon as we got off right here, I would put it on right after this show. Live, brand new,
Boom. Check it out. Diva versus David Simon. DMX versus Jay-Z. That was an excellent battle. If you weren't here for that live, then you missed out. I mean, the first week when Architect was struggling to get played song was just as good as the next week when we did do the battle. So those two fantastic shows last year during the pandemic. Where's my award for holding people down during a crisis? I mean, come on.
Right.
The least you could do is check in Friday night to say fuck you, David Simon. At least, you know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, fuck you, okay? Bye. I'm never tuning in again. What the guy name was that had the beautiful wife out in Arkansas? What was his name? John?
Chris. He had a bunch of aliases.
Oh, I miss you, Chris. I miss you so much. You know, right now, I wish you was here to say, New York, you bullshit. You know what I'm saying? and put me in my place. I miss you, Chris. And I miss, what was my man name that had the toy icon? And then he went to his real Dubs.
Toy icon. You lost me.
Destro. When he first came, he had Destro as his
Freddie Dubs.
Freddie Dubs. Yes.
Freddie Dubs in Iowa. Shout out to Iowa.
This is the first week Freddie Dubs didn't check in about a month or two. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to know I miss him. You know, hey, I come here. I look forward to seeing you guys. That's all I'm saying. And when you guys don't show up, I feel a little disappointed. It's like I had a birthday party and no one came. And you can imagine how that would feel. That none of the classmates of a child came to his birthday party, and he was so excited and realized that he's a nobody in his class, and that he's barely liked. So don't do that to me. Shout out to Lisa Knight. Shout out you say that name, Jennifer Duckworth.
You say that was better than me, Dave.
Well, Mimi Moore. I didn't know Duckworth had an S in it. I thought it was just Duckworth.
Well, that's how she spells her name.
Ducksworth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's a legacy name. I'm assuming.
Well, there's Kevin Duckworth, who was the infamous center. He weighed about 300 pounds for the Portland Trailblazers in the two finals that they played, once against the Lakers once against the Pistons and lost, and once against the Bulls and lost.
Ha. Dropping them gems, Dave. You'd be good at a sports show, Dave.
Well, you know what? We have a couple of minutes to kill. Let's talk a little sports real quick, because next week we have the NBA playoffs jumping on the 22nd, but we have the play-in games happening next week.
Well, I would say if we're going to talk sports, you got to talk about J. Cole going pro. He's a pro basketball player now.
Yes, J. Cole is a pro basketball player in Ethiopia.
Was it Rwanda? I didn't know. Was it Ethiopia?
No, it's not Ethiopia. I said Ethiopia.
Okay.
Yeah. The funny part is that Ethiopia was notorious to being poor, and people were like, flies on their face and things like that.
My daughter's Ethiopian, dude. I was married to an Ethiopian woman.
Now I'm suggesting that Ethiopia has a basketball team. That was the joke, but you had to been African to get it. Like in Africa, they are rolling around right now at that idea.
Well, look, I can tell you, as like I said, Ethiopians are part of my family now. My daughter is Ethiopian, her mom's from Ethiopia. The culture is definitely part of my family. But I can tell you, when it comes to sports, Ethiopians are all gathered around. You know what sport they go and watch, like the Super Bowl, where they all gather around and eat food and they watch TV? You know what sport it is?
Soccer.
No.
Cricket?
No. One more guess. I'll give you another guess, and I'll let you in on it.
It's not soccer. It's not cricket.
Nope. You ready? I'll give you the answer.
Volleyball.
No, it is long distance running, the 5-mile run. That's the one sport that the Ethiopian families, they'll gather around TV and grab their chips or whatever it is, and they'll eat and they'll celebrate with tremendous pride. And they all gather around the TV to watch somebody run that 5-mile long distance run. Let
me just say this. To every individual in the southern part of America that love NASCAR racing, I apologize. You're not the craziest people in the world. There is somebody crazier than you.
Yeah. A big shout out to Desiree and a big shout out to Baloo. You know, we put out these names out there because, you know, we calling out all you pocket checkers, you know, 5 minutes out, you know, all you pocket checkers, you come in and check out the show. You don't hit the like button. You don't hit the share button. And so we just figured we'd give you a call out, call you out for pocket checking. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. Say hello. It's the Friday Night Live here every Friday. You can always catch myself or Dave Simon here.
Desiree Colbert Hale, shout you out.
Hey, Dave, while I'm at it, you know, since I'm shouting everyone else out, let me give you a big shout out to Hip Hop Citizen live stream on Twitch. You can always find us almost 24 hours, Dave. You can find us on Hip Hop Citizen live stream on Twitch. You can catch some of our wonderful replays. You know, this is episode, was it 50? What does it say? I don't know. Was it 59 or 56? I don't know. We're up there in episodes. So you can go, if this is your first time checking in, you got a lot of homework to do. And a good place to start, go to hiphopcitizen.com. You can check out some of our previous episodes of not only the Friday Night Live show, which you're watching right now, but you can also go check out the Pro Quo show. And you know what else they can check out, David? They also can check out some of the old episodes of the David Simonism show. Be sure to go out and hit the like buttons, share button, comments, and all that stuff, and show some support because our families depend on it.
Hey, let me tell you, if you're into long distance runners out there in Africa, you can enjoy J. Cole play basketball because if he doesn't score, he's just gonna be running up and down the court. So that'll be right up you guys' alley.
All right. Yeah, you're funny, Dave. That's why I love you.
What do you think J. Cole's gonna average? 12 points, 10 points, what, double figures?
Well, I didn't know he could ball. I was like, well, is he really balling like that, or they just trying to fill the stand? Because sometimes they'll be like, hey, doesn't sign J. Cole because, you know, maybe he'll give a concert after every loss.
Wait a minute. J. Cole ain't no Tim Tebow. He's not somebody you just sign because he can bring in some ticket sales. He's coming in there. He's looking to Carmelo Anthony that shit. Okay? He looking at LeBron James, that motherfucker. He was looking to be the Michael Jordan of Lawanda. Okay? I know Lawanda. I like Lawanda better. Shout out Aunt Esther. And on another thing, if J. Cole averaged 25 points, he's the king of Rwanda basketball.
The king of Rwanda basketball. Hey, look, I'll tell you what, though. I'd be interested. You know you're going to watch at least one game. That's got to be at least good for the ratings on your local Rwandan TV station.
That's ESPN, Daddy. Only. That's highlights. That's it.
That's RSPN. RSPN.
If they got it. I know that the Rock Nation's going to be covering it. Christopher Campbell, I see you.
Yeah, we see you, Herschel.
That's right. Little John. I like the name.
Yeah, Little John. You know he's from the islands with a name like Little John. I'd be interested to see where these people calling, where these people checking in from. You know these people from the islands.
Yeah, you notice that we've been dry on the line tonight, and ain't nobody called in.
Yeah, we got one call in, and he was shy.
Dior hung up on us, so
yeah. Even Dior.
She bailed.
Maybe they all went out with Dior. Maybe they all just hanging out with Dior.
But what this show brought to you tonight was a great anniversary, a great birthday, an excellent freestyle, and a fantastic rap. As we say goodnight, because we finally reached that ultimate point where we give out our names and we send you people on your ways that were with us, like my main man Gary.
Right. Shout out to Gary Chazinski.
All day, every day. That's
Rhode Island, man. Six men, Gary. We love you, Gary.
Yeah, you replaced John Harp. He's done now because
John Harp, man. We love John Harp too. He's out there. But John Harp's a family man.
He hates the show. Okay, so you can reach me at David E. Simon on Twitter, David Simon Show on Instagram, The David Simon Show on Instagram, and David Simonism on Facebook. I'm there, most of the times when I'm in between jobs, and holla at me. I rarely accept people that I don't know, so please let me know how I know you. Send me a message. Tell me, I enjoyed you on the show, and that'll be a great way for me to accept you. Okay? Thank you.
Yes. And of course, I'm Don Wandy Mac, and we will be scaling the show. What that means is we're looking for other live streamers like you, or maybe like your mom or your grandma or your kid. We want to see you. If you want to do live streaming, let's talk. Live stream at Hip Hop Citizen. I'm Don Wandy Mac, y'all. Thank you.
Hey, Walmart, get your money.